snow does not mean we're not preparing for 16 inches of snow. And I think that's what gives me a real sense of confidence, is that these are the incredible men and women who are leading so much of the work across the city, so that no matter how much snow falls, it's a city that's ready. And I think the other part of this is just to explain part of the reason why we're not making a determination until Sunday at 12 p.m. about whether school on Monday will be in person or remote is precisely because of the range in forecast. We take it very seriously when we call for a remote school day, because we know that it has an impact on parents' lives. So we want to both be respectful of their lives and give them enough time to make the plans if necessary for a change on Monday.
Yeah, we'll go to Timmy and then Liz.
I had a question about the remote learning. Obviously, I can see the argument for not wanting to cancel school that creates the need for childcare for thousands of kids. But if the kids are already at home, what is the benefit of forcing them to be on the laptop, requiring parents to oversee them and keeping them engaged as opposed to enjoying life's rare joys?
I'm not going to contend that a snow day is not one of life's rare joys. I will tell you that growing up in the city was one of my favorite memories. To be very clear and direct with New Yorkers, we are also bound by state law that requires 180 days of instruction. And as previous administrations have added additional holidays into the school calendar, it leaves our school calendar without any flexibility for the potential of a lack of an educational day. So if it is too much snow to call for students and educators to come to school, that's what also pushes us to require remote learning to take place from home.
Liz, go ahead.
Hi, Liz. How are you?
I wanted to follow up on that question.
Please.
What is your opinion of remote learning? And were it not for the restrictions of the calendar, let's say you had the flexibility and you could have given kids a snow day, would you have? I guess I'm trying to ask, is it really the end of traditional snow days in New York, or can you see another time where, barring the calendar, the school calendar, you would be willing to grant kids a day off?
I will not stand here and say that it's the end of anything. I will tell you that for Monday, however, these are the two options. And I think that there is, we will operate under the constraints as we have from the state, but we are also in the knowledge that those are constraints that could change at some point in the future. I'll add if the chancellor wants to add anything.
Well, you don't have to look too far to realize the mayor is a lot more fun than I am, right? And so, for me, I think it's very, very clear that, given the constraints that we have with the state, and given the new life and the new era that we're in, there are benefits to remote learning. And I might offer that folks might begin to think about this as reimagining what the snow day looks like. No one is asking kids to be on a device for 6 hours and 20 minutes, right? And so we have to be flexible in our approach. Some learning will be synchronous, some will be asynchronous. You can still have your hot chocolate, you can still go out and enjoy the snow, but we really want to make sure that, especially since the pandemic, our children have missed more school than they did before, and we want to make sure that instruction continues even when it's disrupted by weather, or attempted to be disrupted by weather patterns.
All right, we've got time for one more. Hannah, go ahead.
I know Jenna's not here, but I'm wondering, is there a certain amount of snow in which, the MTA has prepped you that there will be significant delays, no doubt? Is there a threshold in the amount of snow, 8 inches?
What we've heard from the MTA is that they're prepared for any potential eventuality across the spectrum of snowfall that we've been briefed on. And I think that that is something that, whether it's the trains, whether it's the buses, we are talking about a system that can handle this and a system that is prepared. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. All right, let's take one more and then we have to go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What does the capacity look like given the code blue right now? I mean, is there enough space in shelters to safely house people who are going to be taken in from the cold? So what does that look like?
Absolutely. There is enough capacity for homeless New Yorkers, and I want to say thank you to the city workers at our Department of Homeless Services who have been doing the work of actively canvassing homeless New Yorkers wherever they may be across New York City to get them into, whether it's single unit beds or stabilization beds, and the most important thing is getting homeless New Yorkers off the streets, out of the cold, into shelter. And that's why, as we've been briefed, we are seeing DHS saying, the standard operating procedures of intake and all the different forms and procedures we have to go through, those are being put aside for a moment of a code blue. Because right now, we're not just talking about snowfall, we're talking about cold. And these are things that, if left together without any kind of a city response, the consequences could be significant. And so what we want to do is keep every single New Yorker safe. That includes homeless New Yorkers.
Thank you
Thank you for your question.
much.